the Red Sea with Moses are the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native
I
Americans.
got it now, bro. So next time.
That's what make up the 12 Lord tribes of the nation of Israel. That's what we teach them. And as well, America gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. But the ones that believe in the scriptures, the Lord's gonna come and deliver them from the nuclear destruction. You get Isaiah real quick?
So what was you saying? So wait a minute.
How would like the Native Americans and like Hispanics fall into the African?
Say that one more time?
Like the Native Americans and like the Hispanics, how would they fall into the African part?
That's well, Israelites. The Israelites. That's a good question.
Second Ezra 13.
Yeah, like
what did you Esdras,
No.
because
What did you come up with?
right? Because
How were they Israelites? You say?
they actually pretty much how do they fall under being Israelites? Even though they look somewhat different from us, but they have the same spirit. They do the same thing we do because what happened is,
Israel was split into two.
Most I got 12 tribes, and all 12 tribes don't look similar. You got some so-called Dominicans, so-called Native Americans, and when they was over here, they was speaking Hebrew before they was colonized and before they were put into slavery. And the slaves that came here, they also were speaking Hebrew. Because what we were taught in school is that our people is African. But that was a lie that we was taught by the so-called white people. And rather, we're Israelites. The Africans and so-called black men in America, two different races of people.
So let me ask
no,
you
but
this.
Israel is located in Africa, so it's just
Israel is
like
not located
It's in the east.
It's in the east.
the Middle East.
Because this is you look at an African from Africa, and you look at a so-called black man in America. They got two different facial features. They look totally different because they're not the same.
So do
But what did
you
it come?
believe? Do you believe Jesus Christ? Like you believe?
Yeah,
in
we
Jesus
believe
Christ
it.
and-
We believe it's in the Bible. We believe in the whole Bible.
Okay. Like some people like trial, like a Jehovah's Witness, they read the Bible, but they get a different.
Because what happened is a lot of people have a misconception of what's in the Bible.
That's why I'm asking.
That's why we out here.
Everybody
We out here to bring up the
gives
truth
a
of the Bible.
different,
When you go to a church, only thing they bring out is certain scriptures in the New Testament. This is a fat book. It's just one big fat book. You know what? Get on
That's why I
Revelation 1 and 1.
said BC and AD. Y'all go by both, or some people go by.
It's all one book.
Yeah. Like I'm just saying the New and the Old Testament.
Yeah.
Like some people, like Muslims, they don't go if like the New Testament.
But Islam,
It's not, but I'm just saying
That's
they don't go to the New. They stay in the Old Testament.
Yeah, we go.
I'm saying, and like me as well.
in Matthew 13, take out both New and Old, and become 13 chapters. Now we're gonna answer everything through the scriptures, so that we all know we're not just pulling out our backside. Can you get Revelation?
Yeah, so you asked a question too also. What's that right there?
We're gonna show you that the image of the Lord is in the Bible
What
too.
did you say?
Get there first. That's what I'm going first.
Oh, doing old first?
Yeah.
And ultimately,
So Native Americans wasn't slaves, South
It was slaves.
Americans.
No, they weren't slaves.
Yeah,
Native
they are.
Americans were the first slaves. See, you answered the question. Native Americans, Latinos.
How do you feel?
No, well, technically they are Native
don't got the
American
sign,
because of South America, but I guess you can.
All right, let's get to the scriptures, man.
Most
they were
considered Native American.
Get on.
Northern American.
All right, the overall thing to this, we know that Israelites, that we are the Israelites is by prophecy, right? There's
I never
prophets
knew God
only.
was punished. Like I never believed that God. I mean, God is a jealous God. I know that God is a jealous God, but I never believed that He just sit.
Most High does get angry.
No, I believe that God, He's a jealous God. He gets angry
Right, because a
for
lot of our people,
disobedience and not.
a lot of our people have a misconception of what he really is. So I'm gonna read this for you. Matthew's 13.
Because asking a question that we read now the Old and the New Testament. So go ahead.
This is Matthew's 13 and 52. Then said he unto them, therefore every scribe which is instructed into the kingdom of heaven.
Now, when you read in the Bible about the kingdom of heaven first start with his knowledge. That's the kingdom of heaven.
Knowledge.
Then it's the people, which is the nation of Israel. the nation of Israel is the people that first started this
But
knowledge.
let me ask you a question.
Hold on,
What is
hold on.
heaven? I'm asking because I'm.
We're gonna get to that. Let's finish this,
Okay.
then I answer that one. Go ahead.
It says, therefore, every scribe which is instructed unto the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is an householder, which bringeth forth out of his treasure things new and old.
Right, the book we're reading right now, that's the treasure. So we go to the Old Testament and we hit the New Testament. It's one book. Now, to answer the question about heaven, now, sometimes the Bible reference heaven as being a condition and hell being a condition. Then we also have the we call that the atmosphere. The atmosphere, and you also have space. And there's also a spiritual world.
So it's a different. It's two. You believe in another layer of heaven?
No, there's
Well,
a
he's saying
spiritual
there's
world.
a condition. There's a
Like
condition.
an
Right?
astral
You have a
plane or
condition of heaven. Right, a haven or a heaven. Like today, this condition of earth right now would be a condition of hell because the Lord's not here ruling. This prophesied that the Lord's going to be here to rule, and that would be the actual condition of heaven and Jerusalem. He's not here, so the condition of this world now, the earth, is hell. Now the second level.
You understand?
So,
Hold on. That's the first heaven. That first level. The second level would be the outer space. The outer space of the universe is that second level of heaven. That's another dimension, or not dimension, but another level of heaven.
Okay.
Another
And
description.
Heaven is what?
And
God?
hold on. Then you have a third one, the brother just pointed out, which is the spiritual realm, where the angels and the Most High dwell. That's the fourth dimension that's mentioned in the scriptures that Paul talked about, that the prophets always talked about. So that's your understanding of the heavens. You know? That it's a condition. That in outer space, that's considered, or the universe, that's considered the heavens. And then you have your third, which is where the angels and the Most High dwell, and where you die, and your spirit goes up into the Heavenly Father, into the third dimension.
Okay.
All right, so that answers that. Okay,
So
now
what?
what's
so aren't like kids in the Bible considered like?
what was that? Speak up and speak.
Aren't kids in the Bible considered like pure and innocent?
Kids in the Bible?
like,
What's that relevant to? What are you trying to get
no,
at?
because okay, no. So like they say, if a kid dies, that child is innocent, they get into heaven. And you're saying that since we live on earth, this is a hell. So if kids are innocent and they don't deserve to be punished, why are their kids?
Well, first of all, I don't know what you're talking about. But overall, the whole
I'm
thing
trying
is,
to-
let me just say this, right? Right here with Prophet Heavenly Father. I'm right to give a message that what's your nationality? You're obviously an Israelite.
African American.
Huh?
African American.
Are you like an American Negro? You derived from the Caribbean? Where's your background? American. All right. So you'll be from the tribe of Judah. All right. So that's your concern. You need to know in the last days that you're from the tribe of Judah, that you're an Israelite, and you need to get prepared and ready and stabilize your mind through the truth of the scriptures. That's your only concern. Learning the scriptures and coming to the knowledge of who you are. So when shit hits the fan, you can be saved from the
What
destruction.
is the fear?
Huh? Well, yeah, prophets curse. Right? Prophets, that's another doctrine that people have fallen into. That prophets are little choir boys with blue eyes, but that's not the attributes of a real man of the Lord. The real men of the Lord were kings, messengers. They were strong warriors, man. King David, Solomon, Abraham, the Lord Himself, Peter. You got this false image from the so-called white man who is a devil telling you what the Bible
That's
says.
an atheist that doesn't believe in all. They believe science says that.
It doesn't matter. It talks about that in Romans. It doesn't matter whether you believe in God or not. It doesn't make Him not real. He's real. Right? If you have a gun to your head and you don't know it, it's about to go off. Does that mean that gun does not exist, even though you don't see it? No, it's there. So just because you don't believe in the Most High, or if you do, it don't make Him less real. He exists. It's only He reveals Himself to people He wants to know Him, and that's the Israelites. In these last days, nobody knows Him except the elect. Because the chosen. That's what's prophesied. The chosen, the elect men of God are going to wake up. That's what I am for, to wake up the elect, to get out of here.
So
Once
you
the
have
elect
to be
are
an
sealed,
Israelite?
you have to be an Israelite to be an elect.
Yeah.
You have to be an Israelite, or you have to derive from a Negroid or Latino, Negro to Indian descent.
Everybody,
From your father's side to be an Israelite.
but
Okay?
everybody descends from Africans because That's the
No, we're not Africans. The Bible don't speak about that. We're not Africans.
The Bible don't say that.
Okay?
The Bible don't say that. That's just something you learn in school. But the scriptures speak about the motherland being in Israel, not Africa.
And the Africans know that too.
Right, and the Africans know that we're two different people. If you go there or if you speak to an African, they'll tell you, yeah, we're taught that we're different from you. So they know that. It's only here in America that we're taught different.
Our nation was dark in the beginning.
Yeah.
Let's go to the scriptures.
Different nation. Yeah, you can bring that out. Go ahead.
This is Galatians 4:26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free,
Like Jerusalem is where? It's in the Middle East. Go ahead.
which is the mother of us all.
Yeah, so the land of Jerusalem, the land of Israel, that's the motherland. Read it again, say
This is Galatians 4:26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
That's where everything started.
That's the motherland.
That's where everything started. When you read about Adam, when you about the creation of earth, that's where everything started. That's everything is they call the Fertile Crescent, which is Israel. That's where everything started, began. You know? So everybody derived from
So
that
when you
part
was,
of the land.
so remember when you were saying something about the light,
All right, just keep.
about the light,
I'm gonna go into reincarnation because now they asked a question about reincarnation. What happens if a kid dies? So they automatically go to heaven. Now, the answer to that question, when a person there's a spiritual world, and everyone when a person dies, everyone goes to that spiritual world. And inside the spiritual world, that's when the Lord gives you your judgment. And when you come back on earth, that's when you pay for your judgment. So if you got a 9-year-old girl get shot by a straight bullet while she's on her bike, that only means she did something in her past life, and she's paying for it in this life.